every Saturday afternoon. How are you all doing? Yes, I know it has been a minute, but I've been very, very busy all week long. All week long. Yeah, which cut into a lot of my time. But however, I did leave you all some uploads to watch in the meantime, and those videos are highly recommended, especially since this is the last day of what they call Black History Month. Yeah, you might need to go over there and get yourself down and watch those videos. Yeah, Louis Farrakhan and the Son of Man, Louis Farrakhan and Jesus. Go watch that. And seeing that we're speaking of scriptural figures and everything, happy Ramadan to you. Happy Ramadan. If you are a Muslim, may you have a meaningful and a great experience in your own Hajj. Yeah. Many people may not know what a Hajj is, but it's not, the ritual is over there in Saudi Arabia. But the real experiment versus you walking around the Kaaba 7 times or the Black Stone 7 times. You take the journey within yourself. Self-develop. Self-improvement. Not having any type of bad attitude or out of characterness. Basically, a month of reprogramming yourself to become a better person. Ramadan. Even if you are a Christian, you can participate. You know, like Christians fast, Muslims fast, Jews, they fast. You know, fasting is prescribed for you. But many people don't fast. Many people don't take that Hajj journey like they should. So yes, the true Hajj is in yourself. And whatever bad demons that you're fighting during this month of Ramadan, it is our hopes that you defeat those demons, that you conquer those fetters, and remove all of the yokes for a better version of yourself. Hey, shouts out to everybody in the chat room. Hey, Donna. Who? Taylor, what's going on? I had to move the phone for a minute. Yeah, I don't have my specs on, as you can see. I have been just straight busy. Straight busy. But the Ramadan, let's get back to that. And when I get back to what I've been doing in a minute. Yeah. But in order for you to grow and develop, you have to take that Hajj. You have to take that change within yourself. It's not over there in Mecca, Arabia. It's where the kingdom of God is, which is inside of you. How about that? Yeah, that's where the true experience takes place at. And it is my hopes that everybody reaches their goal during this Hajj. And if they don't reach it, may they be closer to the goal. And when next Ramadan comes, they would have overconquered it, mastered it, to never go back again. Now, Muslims are supposed to have a lot of peace during Ramadan season. But it seems to me that Donald Trump knew that. And so did the Israelis. They knew that these people, this is their time of peace. They knew that Muslims take their time in peace right now. but they want to disturb the atmosphere. They don't even want them to have a peaceful religion transition in their own life. No peace at all, because the wicked never takes a day off. Especially when he knows that it is your sacred month, leaving you vulnerable. Makes you angry. But see, the thing is this. Donald Trump is playing with fire right now, because it is a great chance that by Donald Trump and that Israeli dude over there disrupting their Ramadan, that can be more havoc. Yeah, that could be more havoc. Now, I know you say, well, Donald Trump can just, bomb them out, as Donald Trump had threatened to do, which is to kill anybody that don't get down or lay down. You're going to come side with us or you're going to die. There is no other options. All because of a nuclear war program. That's what they tell you that it is. They tell you that it's a nuclear war program. Hold on. Yeah. But is it really a nuclear war program? Why is it that the United States are afraid of Iran having nuclear weapons? Is it that the Muslims in Iran will use them if forced to? Does the United States want to be continuously the big brother, the big bully, tell another country what they can't have? Huh? And wait a minute, let me ask you another question. If I'm not mistaken, if Donald Trump is to involve military soldiers in war in this country, is he not supposed to get permission from Congress to do that? I'm just saying, any military game, is he not supposed to have the approval of Congress to do it? And from my research, Congress hasn't approved anything. And he talked about the Prime Minister of Iran so bad, trying to make him look so ugly, tried to demonify him. When in reality, if Donald Trump wants to see a demon, he should just look in the mirror, which I'm sure that he sees every day. And he even knows that he's unrighteous. That's why he said in one article, he's not going to heaven. Have y'all seen that article? Yeah, Donald Trump. But before we get started here on this issue, I do want to let you know what I've been doing. Hey, what's going on, Lewis? Unusual. Big facts. Shouts out to everybody in the chat room. And I want to thank you for being here, because you could have been doing something else with someone else, but you decided to stop by to see what we had to say, and we want to say thank you. And if this is your first time chiming in, we ask that you do what? Hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, the word all, to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. Also, press those condiments to like and to share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. Now, what I've been doing over the past week, I've been to jury trial. I've been on, yeah. Anybody had to go on jury before? Hours and hours and hours just sitting and waiting to see if you get picked? Yeah. And then did get picked. However, one of the people or person who was in the courtroom with me on jury duty, maybe she said this to remove herself from being picked, but we don't know. But she did say some truth. You know how you go in the jury room and the judge asks you, have 30 of you all, 40 of you all, however many it is, and asks, well, do you have a problem with law enforcement or any of these issues are going to cause you to have a not righteous judgment? And she said this, one of the jurors, she said that, I don't know why you all got me in here trying to convict a person when you haven't convicted the sexual assaultist that is in the Oval Office. You want me to say guilty or not guilty, but ain't nobody in the Department of Justice convicting anybody for those Epstein files. Damn. And the courtroom went, woo. You know she didn't get picked. Maybe I should have said that first. But not only have I been doing jury trial, doing that, you all, I've been actually cleaning out an apartment, my grandmother's apartment. She's been in this apartment 53 years. This one apartment, 53 years. So she have like 5 apartments in one. I'm just saying. And there's 3 bedrooms in this place. It's like one of those old New York, Brooklyn apartment buildings, those huge ones. Remember the movie Crooklyn? Yeah, it's big like that. I'm just saying. Yeah. And I've been back and forth on the highway, you all. Back and forth on the highway. Sometimes spending 10 hours here, cleaning, working. Because grandma is not coming home. And if you got a grandma out there, make sure you take care of her if you can. You only get one of them. Well, you get 2 of them. But you know what I mean. You get 2 of them. So if you lose one, you got another one. But hell, I don't have any more. So when this one goes, no more grandma. They're placing her in a nursing home. I can't conduct blood transfusions and all of that stuff. And for her to have a 24-hour nurse, that is financially not happening. So I'm doing my part in regards to what I'm supposed to do. I see my mother trying to help her mother. So I'm helping my mama. You understand? And it's been a long week, you all. So I haven't gone nowhere. I've just been busy. But anyway, getting back to this Donald Trump dude, right? Yeah, this guy Donald Trump wants to start this war with Iran. All because of some nuclear program that he wants to bully them. But it's also to take what's theirs. If you are not armed with what someone else is armed with, you make yourself vulnerable. You make yourself vulnerable. And seeing that the United States is who they are, and they have this great dictator by the name of Donald Trump at the helm of representing Americans, which is a bad look for many Americans, because Americans are targeted now. They were targeted in Mexico. Now they're over there in Iran targeted. So if you're over in the Middle East the Middle East, where they say, is it real at, is it real? And they too are always trying to take somebody else's land, resources. Yeah. Consistently. And yet, when you say that they are unrighteous, when you say that they are an unrighteous people, they get mad. They get upset. They want to punish you. But look at your actions. Now just think, if the Iranians come back and strike Israel on Hanukkah, Would that be right? Would that be right? That would be wrong. It is the Jews' observing day, Hanukkah, right? So even if they got beef with somebody else on the map, those people, whoever they got beef with, should respect it. Don't nobody seem to me have respect for God anymore. No. Don't nobody have respect for God no more. Don't nobody have respect for religion no more. And it is a great chance that this is why this country and the conditions of our lives is in the shambles in which it is in. Because we have forgot about God. We become so disrespectful to God. Whatever your God is. I don't care if it's Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah, Jesus, whatever your God is, okay? We have become so disrespectful to that or to whom we say that we are representatives of. And we wonder why our lives are in the shambles the way it is. Think about it. Back in the day when you considered life was good, what was you doing back then? What was you doing back then that made life so great? Or what was the leaders of this country doing then that made life so great? Whereas we are in the worst times in this country that we have been in since the Great Depression. You see, under the leadership of Donald Trump, the crook, the criminal, the fraudist, the sexual assaultist. This is whom we have in leadership. Not to mention the fact that all of this can go wrong very bad. All of this can go wrong very, very bad. You have military personnel right now that don't respect Donald Trump. Military personnel that do not respect Donald Trump. I'm not saying all of them, but some of them, many of them don't. So could you imagine them wanting to go over there and fight? Ground troops? Who we got out there? Is it there supposed to be separation between church and state? Well, if church and state are supposed to be separate, why is it that when you go to court, they want you to place your hand on the Bible? Isn't that conflict of interest for you to place your hand on the Bible in court? Church and state separate? They're supposed to be, but they try to intertwine it to fool you. And many of us are fooled. Are you homeless? Come on, man. Who's that? Wake up. Man, why don't you stop playing Wake Up? We not, all of you trolls out there, okay? Like, what is this troll name? Wake Up. Wake up. We want to thank you for being here, but we're not going to give you no energy. And this is not your first time watching this channel. So you already know that I'm not homeless. You just want to be one of those person who's throwing rocks from the jewelry box. Okay? And your jewelry is full of Flintstones. But anyway, we want to thank you for being here. Wake Up. We want to thank you for being a troll. But we're not going to take your disrespect. We're not going to take anybody's disrespect on this channel. So we ask that you be kind to people on this channel. If you want to have something positive to say, great. If you have something negative to say, we'll just continue to roll right past your comment. like you don't even exist. You will not get any energy on this channel for trying to be disrespectful to me or to anybody that's in the chat room that we don't have. We don't care about your creed, color, religion, race, or none of that. We just ask that you be nice and respectful while you're in this chat room. If not, you are free to go to the garbage section of YouTube and hackle those people over there. Read minds, yes or no. Oh, let's add a Q&A sticker. That's a very way to get. Yeah, that is a good way to get out of jury duty. So if you all want to get out of jury duty, that's something maybe you all can do. Okay. Yeah, but this Iranian issue thing, this thing can go bad. Like I said, many people may feel that, oh, we just press a button and we can wipe them out, like Donald Trump says. But all of these enemies that are against the U.S. are combining forces. You understand? All of these enemies of the U.S. are combining their forces together. And they will come against the U.S. if the interest is right. If the spoils of war is right and righteously dealt with. Because we here as a country have never been invaded. But her time is coming. And Donald Trump is going to make that happen. American citizens have become so fearful since he's been in office. And what do I mean by that? Many Americans have become fearful because they have left the United States of America under the regime of Donald Trump. Hell, over 180,000 American citizens have left the United States, and many more are planning to relocate. Many of those people have went to Germany, or they went to Ireland. Yeah, they get out of here. Some people went to South America, to Brazil. People are leaving the United States. But they're not talking about that. They're just talking about how people are moving from state to state. They're not telling you all of the people that are leaving the country. And while Donald Trump is removing all of these undocumented illegal immigrants from the U.S. by hundreds of thousands, do you know that there are many, many high-profile foreigners who is buying and purchasing that gold card from Donald Trump just so that they can settle here in America? While he's kicking them out, he's bringing a lot of them in with the $1 million gold card. Can you sponsor this program? Serious game. I think it is unfair to blame all of this on Trump. Majority of Americans voted for Trump. Look, once again, this man is doing some illegal moves again. Did he get Congress permission to help Israel to bomb Iran, Tehran? Did he get the permission from Congress to do that? That's one. And number two, this war hit. Yeah, this missile strike. This has been in the planning for months. This just didn't happen overnight. They have been planning this thing for months. And sadly, they chose it during the middle of Ramadan. This is the middle of Ramadan. Who does such a thing? Who defies God and says, in God we trust? I'm just... Yeah. Americans, Don't travel out of the country if you are concerned about your safety. If you are concerned about your safety as an American citizen, and you're not moving to Germany or Ireland, like one of those 180,000 people have already done, stay local, stay domestic. Because when you go over to these other countries right now, they're not feeling American policy. Well, Donald Trump policy. Making it bad on you wherever you go. All because you have this leader who's a criminal. Like all the rest of them are. Like the leader that's over there in Israel, he's a criminal. The guy over there in Iran, he's a criminal. Putin over there in Russia is a criminal. That guy from the UK, he's a criminal. All these people are criminals. It's just that you have bigger criminals than others. And Donald Trump is a big bully, a big criminal. And like I said, he's so bold in what he does. And don't care and will never apologize. Even if it's wrong. This is who we're dealing with. And as far as this is not Trump's fault, all of his fault, the American people should have known what they was getting into. They got tricked too. The American people got tricked too, especially with that no tax on tips. How many of you all work and get tips and got screwed on that? Wasn't that a part of Donald Trump promise to you all? The no tax on tip thing, was a fish, line, and hooker, sinker, got you. And has never delivered anything that he promised you before he got into office, except the illegal immigrants. Now that I stand with Donald Trump on. I've always told you that. But his policies, no, I don't. I don't agree with none of them. But that's one of them I do. And that Machado dude that he got over there in jail at the detention center in New York. You see what he did? He just went and took them people's stuff and put it in his bank account. And Israel is trying to do the same thing over there to them people in Palestine. Now, Palestinians, Iranians, and all of these other forces are going to join. They're going to join. And it ain't going to look good. Now, what if North Korea gets involved? They don't like the United States either. But I'm sure Iran and North Korea has a better relationship than the United States and Iran. I'm just saying, so do you think Kamala Harris would have done it better? Okay, no, I don't think Kamala Harris would have done a better job. In fact about it, Donald Trump is helped cleaning up a bad decision that the Biden administration made in regards to the undocumented immigrants. Donald Trump is left cleaning their mess up with that. The economy was already bad as well, but Donald Trump has made the economy more worse than the Biden administration, but he has removed these illegal immigrants, which I'm for that, I'm for that. But when you come and bring down the hammer of Thor on the American citizens, that's a whole different story. Because Donald Trump is not just making war or in partnership with with Israel against Iran. Donald Trump has waged war on American citizens. Just look at your bank account. Just look at your pockets. Look at your wallet. Most people can't go to the bank no more because they ain't got no money in the bank. So yeah, you got to look at your wallet, okay? That's real talk. That's just not me talking. That's actual facts. Who's that out there? Wish I had a time machine to go back when people used to talk to one another and the music was fab. Hey, I'm with that. I'm with that, Gordon. Gordon, shouts out to Gordon. Hey, I wish that I could do that too. Escape and go back in time. But this reality won't let us do it. And it seems to me, Gordon, that this reality that we're being ruled under is not for love. It's not for progression as an individual, nor a community, unless you're a billionaire or one of those caring communities. And even the caring community is not even happy with themselves. You see? This whole Trump administration has got a lot of Republicans who voted for Trump upset. Just look at Alex Pretty's parents, Trump supporters. Just look at Renee Goodman's parents, Renee Good. Yeah, her parents were Trump supporters as well. Look at that young guy that they got in Utah for the murder of Charlie Kirk. His parents were Trump supporters. I'm saying, you have even people that's in Trump's own party that says that these terrorist policies, tariff policies, that's the word that I was looking for, it's not going to work. Soon AI will be the president. Soon AI will be the president. That's what's up. And hopefully we can remove the human bias. Hey, but I don't know about that now. I don't know if they're going to be able to remove the bias, the bianism, because humans program the AI. You know, we have to have the righteous type of person programming AI for not to be biased. Would you agree to that? But I know one thing, AI sure going to be taking a lot of people's jobs. AI is going to be taking a lot of people's jobs. You've seen what it's been doing to the music industry already. It's going to be Hollywood next. Because it's already social media bananas. It's wiping content creators out. Yeah, AI is wiping out content creators. And by the way, you all, if this is your first time chiming in, we ask that you do what? Share the information. Subscribe, like, and share. Share the information. Yeah, we doubled up on that. Subscribe, like, and share. And I know that times are hard not right now. I know that times are tough. But if you're feeling a little generous and you want to join a membership on this channel, that's another way that you can support this channel. We have gold memberships and we have silver memberships. Either way, and we got videos over there for you for members only too. Yeah, we got videos for members only. So if you're feeling generous enough and you can, you know, we don't blame you if you can't. But if you can, we ask that you get yourself a membership and smash the subscribe button and the likes. Okay. This Donald Trump character. Donald Trump had even said that he is considering a bill which, according to the reports, is in the makings right now. We already know about the stripping of foreign citizenships from people here in America. We already know about that. But do you know that Donald Trump is trying to make a policy, him and his administration right now, to remove citizens from the country that are not working? Let me use this term. He said people who regular citizens in this country don't want to be bothered with. He said deport them to other countries, along with the serious offenders, the unwanted people. Donald Trump said send them over to other countries. And he said it would save the American people hundreds of millions of dollars, because this is what other countries do. They send us their unwanted and we take care of them. Huh? Did y'all hear me well? I hope you heard me well. I hope that you heard me well. That's insane. If that's the case, we can go over to Cuba right now and let Cuba take care of us like the United States have taken care of the undocumented illegal immigrants. How about that? Does this man make any sense at all? In fact, about it, why don't we just get our passport and just go over to Venezuela right now? Seeing that from what he's saying is that the people that's not wanted in their own country, when they're sent to another country, they're taken care of because we take care of undocumented immigrants who come here. Where did this man get his thoughts from? He don't care. He just be talking. He just... Donald Trump just be talking sometime, y'all. Okay, say anything, However, you should have known what you was getting yourself into. But don't forget, ultimately, code will code itself, and that is known to, yeah. Like that, what's that movie with Will Smith, iBot? How they reprogrammed themselves? Greets from Germany. What's going on? Shouts out to my people in Germany in the building. Hey, what is it like over there in Germany right now? Is it cold over there? Is it nice and sunny? What is life like in Germany? If I'm not mistaken, is it true that when people who have a visa, a passport, and they stay in Germany, they have to learn the language within a year? Is that true? Greece from Germany. What's that, Chan? Yeah, Chan. Is that true, Chan? Is that true, Chan? Is that true? You need to be able to distinguish between propaganda and what is enforceable under law. Yeah, that means you have to know law. And a lot of people don't know law. Now, I'm not an expert at law, but I do know law. In fact, criminal justice and human resources was my, major. But anyway, one of the majors. Yeah, math and science was another. But needless to say, people have to know the law. And the people who know the law, supposedly, which are the politicians, say that they know the law, but they still breaking the law. But they want you to respect the law. Just ask the Donald Trump administration, have they broken any laws? And they're going to tell you they've broken a lot of laws, just like the Joe Biden administration broke many laws. This means don't take what Trump just be talking crazy sometimes because he likes the camera. But not only that, he's trying to keep you disturbed and sidetracked from those Epstein files. American likes that, and he's playing the game Exactly. You know what he is. You know what he's doing. Yeah, I know what he's doing. And everybody else know what he's doing. He's destroying America. That's what he's doing. He's destroying America. Now I'm going to get up here so you all can see what I'm doing because I'm really busy. I know my mom and my aunt is like, where is he at? I told him I was going to do a live, but I didn't tell him I was going to be that long, you know. But I'm going to take you and show you what we've been doing here. Yeah. But before we do that, I want to get on Bill Gates real fast. Saying that he's an associate of Donald Trump. Yeah, you know that Bill Gates do? Now, Bill Gates finally admitted that he had cheated on his wife at the Epstein Island with 2 Russian girls that were underage. So why this man ain't arrested? I'm confused, Pam Bondi. I'm confused. The Department of Justice, I am totally confused. This man, Bill Gates, the billionaire, just admitted to having sex with underage girls. 2 Russian underage girls. And he hasn't been arrested yet. And y'all know what took place on the fantasy island? And the man is not arrested yet. Maybe Bill Gates can be like Donald Trump and just go shoot somebody in the middle of the street in Manhattan and don't go to jail. Even Larry Summers, okay? Do y'all remember Larry Summers? The former politician that was caught up and that worked at Harvard? He resigned. When it first came out, he stepped away. He said, I'm just stepping down. I'm taking the time off. But now he is officially resigned. Now, did Harvard make him resign? Or do you think he resigned on his own? The Russian models were underage. Stop. Hey, man. The Russian models were underage, bro. That is so un-American. What's so un-American that he should have never been on the Epstein Island anyway with all of those underage girls that they were sex trafficking? How about that? Is that so American? Is Jeffrey Epstein, where's he from? He's not from America. I'm just saying. And a lot of high-profile clientele that went to that Epstein Island like Bill Gates did and had sex with those underage girls that he finally admitted to, he shouldn't have been there either. That Lucknick dude shouldn't have been there either. He got busted so bad by the House. When they were interrogating him, they put him under fire. The only thing he can sit there and do was just, eat his teeth. And think about how he may go to jail. Lied about saying that he took his family over there to the Epstein Island on vacation. Was your girl one of the young girls? Was your daughter one of the young girls? Seeing that you're taking over there to an island that is known for pedophilia. Yeah, if you think I'm lying, just ask that former Prince Andrew dude. Should he been over there with those underage girls like Epstein was? Like Ghislaine Maxwell was a beast in recruiting. She even beat those girls. Treated them like trash. Treated them less than human. I'm just saying. Y'all think about that. Bill Gates, I hope they stick it to you like you stuck it to those young girls and you end up with a disease. Yeah, didn't you take some medication, Bill Gates? You was trying to sneak your wife some medication so that she wouldn't catch the disease that you got from them underage Russian girls that they've been digging out? I'm just saying. Almost like you watched it firsthand. Hey, Well, that's what Jay-Z did. He was watching it firsthand. Jay-Z was watching it firsthand. That's what they say he was doing with Weinstein. Yeah. Just watching him. Was it Weinstein? Yeah. You see what I mean? All of these high-profile weirdos. They're like little girls. They like your girls. Even that politician in Ohio, what's his name? Wesley Dingus? Yeah, Dingus. Yeah, Dingus. Yeah. The Butler, Ohio mayor, Wesley Dingus, got caught sniffing on them girls' panties. Yeah. They had a camera. She set a camera up. The juvenile who was staying in his home for a couple of days. I don't know if it was his daughter's friend or whatever, but she was staying there, and she set up a secret camera so that she could see what this pedophile was doing. What they call that? Why yesterday? They don't call it sniffing on panties, you know. They call it another word. I think it starts with the Y. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But let me get up here and let me show y'all what I've been doing here. I had to make sure my car door don't get smacked off. Oh, and by the way, before I get out the car, I want to send shots out to Tyrone. Tyrone lost his wife by the name of Michelle. Wasn't even 40 years old. Kidney failure. I send you my condolences, family. Okay. Let's see what's popping up here. I'm in my little hoopty today. Looking like a real junk man today. But I'm working, you know. Cleaning out grandma's place. Like I said, she been here 53 years. Yeah. Whew. Stairs are crazy. All right, all right. You taking that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. See all of this here? We've been working here. We've been working here.
Iron the board. Don't forget your stuff, James.
You on camera, girl?
Don't forget that.
Huh?
I'm on camera with who?
You on YouTube, girl?
Boy, you better keep me off YouTube.
Yeah, this is the living room we get cleaned out, you all, but we got a whole lot to clean out. All these bags here. Look at these bags. This is another room we had to do. Cleaning the stuff out. Bags. All this was furniture in here. You see what this is now? We down to the remnants of it. Yeah. All this here. Another room. And another room. Yeah. So you see, you all, we've been busy. Very busy. We'll be dropping another live tonight. I got to get out of here and get to work. But it's my hopes that you have a great Ramadan, that you learn something from this conversation, and you can apply it in your life. And if you haven't been over to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTUBE, go over there and check out those audiobook series that we left for you all, like Stolen Legacy, Black Man of the Nile and His Family, Message to the Black Man in America, The Fall of America, The Chronological Order from Alchemy to Wicca, As a Man Thinketh, From Babylon to Timbuktu, The Miseducation of the Negro and the World's 16 Crucified Saviors. Get yourself over there and check out the audiobook series along with the other 900 videos that we got on that channel, okay? And if you are in Chicago, old school hip hop, gangster rap, spoken word, comedy, independent movies, go over to my last channel, THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space here, on YOUTUBE, and find Chicago greats like Bernie Mac. Find Chicago greats like Dion Cole, like Diane Porter, Reggie Reg, Quintella, Duro Banks, Shari, and a whole bunch of others. And if you're into that rapping thing, Twister, Shauna, Triple Darkness, Psychodrama, Chicago's best, Chicago's finest. We got it all over there. Mecca, Big Taz, Lunatic the Messiah. If you are into spoken word, we got creative, we got Quinny Central, we got Three Men in the Mic, we got a whole lot of people over there. Get yourself over there. THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space here, on YOUTUBE. And on your way out the door here, make sure that you do what? Smash the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. And also press those condiments to like and to share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. Okay? Until later on tonight, where we'll be dropping another live tonight. We'll see you then. But until then, make sure you go out and check out those uploads that we left you. Yeah, we just left you 3 uploads the other day. Altogether, you got like 6 uploads. Go view them, help them go viral, and something that you can use from those videos, make sure that you can apply it in your life. Thanks for viewing, you all. Peace out. Never ever give up on your DREAMS. Stay away from ice. That's my time.